My name is Ramirez, and I'm going to BCC to get my GED and get into a teaching program. So I would like to be a teacher. This is my kids and myself. I have 4 of them, 3 girls and a little boy. I got pregnant as a teenager, and back then they didn't like the pregnant teens to be with the regular students, so they take you out and put you in a pregnant teen school when you really don't learn anything. So then that kind of discouraged me a little. And then after I had my daughter, I went back to regular high school, but then they make you feel like an alien because you had a kid. So I didn't like to be treated differently because I had a baby. So I quit. It was like, I should just work, and I go back to school. When I heard about the Portland Community College had an ABE program, I decided to go back to school, and I was like really scared or nervous because like I'm older, and to me it's like only the kids get to go to school. My first day of class was nerve-wracking. But then when my teacher started talking and just saying that everybody was at their different level and don't feel pressured, basically don't compete with, just do whatever you can and then we'll work from there, and that set me at ease. And then my second day was like, oh, I couldn't wait to come back to school. Just being in the class and doing homework and turning it in and getting it back, just reading the teacher's comments on it kind of encourages me to like keep on coming and do better next time. One of my favorite activities is writing in the journal because I'm finding out that I love to write and just getting my ideas on paper. I was writing in today's journal about my birthday party. I just got my first birthday party last Sunday, so I was writing about that because I think I want to always remember that. So I would recommend the ABE program to other students because they're always working at your level. They push you to do better, but you work at your own pace. You're not rushing to catch up with the rest of the students. I've noticed that I like helping people. My mother didn't go to school. She only knows how to read. She doesn't know how to write. My father, me and my other brother taught him how to read and write. So I like helping people like that who can read and write. I want my kids to be proud of me, and so when I tell them they need to do good in school, I need to put an example for them. I'm going to stay on Portland Community College until I get my teacher's certificate.
High school. High school was not so good for me. Oh, hello. Oh, beagles. I love my hounds. Joy is my dog, and we've had her for over a year. She'll be 2 in April. She just had this look in her eyes, but pretty much all we saw until we met her was just this picture of her. She had that cockeyed ear sticking out and just this look on her face. Like, I just knew I wanted her to be my dog, and I've just kind of loved her ever since. Yeah. High school can be a very hard time for a kid, When I was getting towards the end of my time at high school, I left at the end of my junior year. It had gotten basically rock bottom for me. My math teacher had stopped asking me for my homework, basically stopped calling me on class, and had given up on me in general. By the time I got out of high school, I was a much more unhappy person, but then the ABE program kind of turned me around in that way. I found out about PCC's ABE program actually from my mom. She told me about it, and she told me that I could go in through the YES program, which basically took care of everything for me, and it was a big change. The YES program is basically a program that takes high school age students, and it pays for the ABE classes, it pays for the GED tests. They basically pay for everything, and along with that, once a week, they'll have like a little seminar class session kind of thing where they teach you about things that you'll be expecting in college, how to file for financial aid or your FAFSA. how to find a job, how to dress and act at an interview, just a bunch of different things. So along with helping you to get your GED and succeed, they teach you how to succeed once you get outside of the GED program. My first impression walking into the room was, wow, this is different. My fear going into the ABE program was that I was going to be with, I wasn't really with high school kids anymore. Everybody's just kind of gathered together. It's a much more adult, mature environment, but at the same time, it's a lot more free and easy. You're not treated like you're, stupid. You're treated like you're a peer, like you're at their level. When you're not doing any kind of specialized activity, you're studying. And when you're studying, you are in a group. You are at a table with other people, and you really get to know the people at your table, and you guys become a really, tight kind of almost family with each other. And usually you're studying up on the same things, and, you kind of get to discuss and converse, and it really helps the learning environment because you're all basically on the same track when it comes to things. What I'm doing now is I'm basically getting on with things, trying to move on. I took my SAT class. I got a 1780 in my SATs, and based on that score that they got from my GED scores, that's what got me into college. And so I'm going to be going to college. I haven't quite decided on my major yet, but, the GED is a very scary, confusing thing if you're trying to get it by yourself, but if you go through the ABE program, you get a lot of confidence because they make sure you're ready before you go in. They tell you just how it's going to happen. They explain to you the whole process, and it makes it really easy and comfortable. And not only that, they make sure you go in knowing that you're going to pass. I'm Levi Prussack. I got my GED in November of 2008.
My name is Sheila Burkhardt. I am a grandmother. I'm a mother of 2 children. This is a picture of me and my granddaughter, the love of my life. She is now 22 years old, has gone through school. It's bothered me for 45 years that I never finished high school. I had a hard time studying in school, and it was very tough for me to concentrate during grade school, junior high, and high school. I had depression. I didn't know it at the time, but I was depressed most of the time. So at 17, I got married and dropped out of school. I've had some people remark that, why are you doing this? Why go back to school? Why do it now? And it's just something I have to do. I researched it, signed up for the testing. I was very scared when I came to PCC. I looked around and I saw these young people, and our instructor sat us down and had everyone in the room tell a little bit about ourselves and what brought us back to school. And it was really interesting, and I started calming down a little bit then, and finding out most of the other people were there for the same reason that I was, to get an education, to be able to get a job, and to go on with our lives. My first day in the GED class, our instructor came, opened the door, and welcomed all of us to class. Our instructor explained the program to us, made me feel very comfortable. All the students are very supportive of each other. We help each other in class, and we clap, and we're happy for people when they pass a test or do really well on something. Being in the ABE program is changing my life, where I have more self-respect. I'm hoping to go into administrative kind of assistant office work, and if I can't get it there, if I can't get a job in that, I can use those skills in volunteering with some nonprofit group too. I'd like to be able to do that. It's taken me a long time, but it's something that I really enjoy doing. I enjoy learning. I love coming to school every day. And now that I'm here, I don't want to stop. I want to keep on going. So we'll see where it leads me.